High in the Nilgiri hills of southern India, nestled amongst emerald slopes and shrouded in mist, lies the village of Thengumarahada. Perched at the edge of the clouds, this enchanting settlement seems almost suspended between earth and sky, its existence shaped by the dramatic landscape that surrounds it. The hills here are ancient, their slopes blanketed in a patchwork of dense forests and tea plantations, and the air is often thick with the cool embrace of drifting fog. From above, the village appears as a scattering of rooftops and winding paths, a hidden world cradled by the mountains and watched over by the ever-changing sky. This remote hamlet, seemingly untouched by time, offers a glimpse into a world where life moves at a different pace. Here, the rush and noise of the modern world feel distant, replaced by the gentle rhythms of rural existence. The houses, built in traditional styles with sloping roofs and earthy colors, blend seamlessly into the landscape as if they have grown from the very soil itself. Children play along narrow lanes, their laughter echoing through the hills, while elders gather beneath ancient trees to share stories and wisdom passed down through generations. The sense of community is strong, and every face tells a story of resilience, adaptation, and quiet pride. Reachable only by boat across the vast expanse of the Moya River, Thengumarahada remains a hidden gem, a sanctuary for both the human spirit and the wild creatures that roam its borders. The river itself is a lifeline, winding through the hills like a silver ribbon, its waters reflecting the ever-changing moods of the sky. Crossing the Moya is an experience in itself, one that marks the transition from the familiar to the extraordinary. As the boat glides across the water, the outside world slips away, replaced by the anticipation of discovery and the promise of adventure. Along the banks, elephants, deer, and a dazzling array of birds can sometimes be glimpsed, moving quietly through the undergrowth or pausing to drink at the water's edge. Here, in the heart of the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the harmony between humanity and nature is, truly palpable. The forests are alive with the calls of langurs and the rustle of leaves as unseen animals move through the undergrowth. Villagers have learned to coexist with the wildlife, respecting the boundaries of the forest and honoring the delicate balance that sustains both people and animals. The reserve is a living testament to the interconnectedness of all life, where every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest elephant, plays a vital role in the ecosystem. The journey to Thengumarahada is an adventure in itself. Winding paths snake through the hills, sometimes disappearing into the mist, and every turn reveals a new vista. Towering trees, hidden waterfalls, and the distant call of a hornbill echoing through the forest. For those who make the trek, the sense of anticipation builds with every step as the landscape shifts from cultivated fields to wild, untamed forest. The approach to the village, whether by foot or by boat, is a passage through a world that feels both ancient and untouched, a reminder of the enduring power of nature. As the boat cuts through the shimmering waters of the Moya, the dense forest canopy rises on either side, alive with the sounds of unseen creatures. The air is filled with the calls of birds, the distant trumpeting of elephants, and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting dappled patterns on the water, and the sense of being enveloped by the wild is both humbling and exhilarating. Every journey along the river is different, shaped by the changing seasons and the moods of the forest, but each one is a reminder of the beauty and mystery that lie at the heart of the Nilgiris. The air, crisp and clean, carries the scent of damp earth and blooming wildflowers. In the early mornings, a gentle mist clings to the hillsides, and every leaf and blade of grass is jeweled with dew. Wildflowers bloom in a riot of colors, violet, yellow, and white, dotting the landscape and attracting butterflies and bees. The freshness of the air is invigorating, a reminder of the purity and vitality of this highland world. For visitors, simply breathing in this air is an experience, a way to connect with the land and its timeless rhythms. Upon reaching the village, visitors are greeted by the warm smiles of the local people, their faces etched with the wisdom of generations who have called this land their home. Hospitality here is a way of life, and newcomers are welcomed with open arms and genuine curiosity. The villagers are eager to share their stories, their traditions, and their deep connection to the land. Whether offering a cup of steaming tea or guiding visitors through the fields and forests, their kindness leaves a lasting impression. The sense of belonging is immediate, and even strangers quickly feel like part of the community. Theirs is a life deeply intertwined with the rhythms of nature, their days marked by the rising and setting sun, the changing seasons, and the ebb and flow of life in the surrounding wilderness. From tending to crops in the early morning light, to gathering around fires as dusk falls, every activity is shaped by the land and its cycles. The people of Tengku have learned to read the signs of the forest, to listen to the calls of birds and the rustle of animals in the undergrowth. Their traditions, songs and festivals celebrate the bounty of the earth and the enduring spirit of the hills. In this village in the clouds, life is both simple and profound, a testament to the enduring bond between people and the wild, beautiful world they call home. Life in Tengku revolves around the land. Here, every sunrise brings with it a gentle reminder of the deep connection between people and nature. The hills cradled the village in a protective embrace, and the valley below is alive with the soft hum of daily activity. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of earth and wildflowers, and the landscape is painted in shades of green that shift with the seasons. In this remote corner of the Nilgiris, time seems to move at its own pace, guided by the rhythms of the natural world rather than the ticking of a clock. The villagers, primarily from the indigenous Toda and Irula tribes, have for centuries lived in harmony with their surroundings, their traditions passed down through generations. Their homes, built from local materials, blend seamlessly into the landscape, reflecting a deep respect for the environment. Elders share stories of the land with the young, teaching them the ways of their ancestors, how to read the clouds for rain, how to listen for the calls of birds that signal the changing seasons. Community gatherings are filled with laughter, music, and the sharing of wisdom, reinforcing the bonds that tie each generation to the next. Agriculture forms the backbone of their existence, with terraced fields clinging to the hillsides, yielding crops of rice, millet, and vegetables. These fields are a testament to the village's ingenuity and perseverance, carved by hand over decades to make the most of the steep terrain. Planting and harvest are communal events, with families working side by side, their hands moving in practiced rhythm. The soil here is more than just earth. It is a living memory, holding the stories of those who have tended it for generations. Each crop cycle is a celebration of life, hope, and the promise of sustenance. Livestock, including goats and cows, graze on the lush slopes, providing milk and sustenance. The animals are cared for with patience and affection, their well-being closely tied to that of the villagers. Early mornings often begin with the soft clanging of cowbells and the gentle calls of herders guiding their flocks. Milk is collected and shared, forming the basis of many traditional dishes. The presence of these animals is woven into daily life, from the laughter of children playing among the herds to the quiet moments of gratitude offered before each meal. The rhythm of daily life is punctuated by the sounds of nature, the melodious calls of exotic birds, the rustling of leaves as a gentle breeze whispers through the trees, and the distant trumpeting of elephants making their way to the river. Dawn breaks with a chorus of birdsong, and dusk settles in with the chirping of crickets and the occasional call of a nightjar. The forest is alive, a constant presence that both comforts and humbles, reminding the villagers of their place within a much larger world. The villagers, with their deep knowledge of the land, navigate this world with ease, their lives intricately woven into the fabric of the forest. They gather wild herbs and medicinal plants, forage for fruits, and know which paths to take to avoid disturbing the wildlife. Children learn to identify animal tracks and the best spots to find honey or mushrooms. This knowledge is not written in books, but passed down through observation, experience, and a profound respect for the balance of nature. Their connection to nature is not merely a matter of sustenance, but a spiritual bond, a profound respect for the environment that sustains them. Rituals and prayers are offered to the hills, rivers, and forests, seeking blessings for good harvests and protection from harm. In moments of quiet reflection, villagers find peace in the gentle sway of trees and the endless horizon. For the people of Tengku Marahada, the land is not just a backdrop to their lives. It is a living, breathing companion, shaping their identity and guiding their every step. Tengku Marahada is a place where beauty unfolds at every turn. Towering trees, their branches reaching for the heavens, form a verdant canopy overhead, filtering the sunlight into dappled patterns on the forest floor. Crystal clear streams cascade down the hillsides, their waters tumbling over moss-covered rocks, filling the air with a soothing melody. Wildflowers, bursting with vibrant colors, paint the landscape in hues of crimson, gold, and azure. The air, fresh and invigorating, carries the scent of pine and eucalyptus, mingled with the sweet aroma of wildflowers. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the valley, the sky transforms into a canvas of breathtaking colors, a fitting end to each day in this enchanting paradise. Thengumarahada and its surrounding forests are, truly a haven for a remarkable diversity of wildlife. Elephants, these majestic creatures of immense power and grace, roam freely through the thick jungles, their presence announced by the snapping of branches and the deep rumble of their calls. Herds of spotted deer graze peacefully in clearings, their ears twitching at the slightest sound. The forest canopy, just teems with bird life, their vibrant plumage a stark contrast to the emerald green backdrop. From the raucous calls of hornbills to the melodic songs of thrushes, the air is, alive with a symphony of avian voices. Tigers, leopards, and sloth bears, those elusive masters of camouflage, patrol their territories, while langurs and macaques swing effortlessly through the branches high above. What makes Thengumarahada truly special is, honestly, the harmonious coexistence between its human inhabitants and the incredible wildlife that calls this place home. Here, life unfolds at a gentle pace, and every day is a testament to the deep connection between people and nature. The village is surrounded by lush forests and rolling hills, creating a breathtaking backdrop where humans and animals share the same space, often crossing paths in the most unexpected ways. The villagers, with generations of accumulated knowledge, really understand the importance of respecting the boundaries of nature. They have learned to coexist with the wild creatures that roam the forests, adapting their daily routines and traditions to accommodate the rhythms of the natural world. For them, the forest is not just a resource, but a living, breathing entity that deserves reverence and care. Children grow up learning to identify animal tracks, elders share stories of encounters with wildlife, and everyone knows the unspoken rules that keep both people and animals safe. Recognizing the delicate balance that sustains this ecosystem is a way of life here. The presence of elephants, while inspiring awe and wonder, also presents unique challenges. These majestic animals are both neighbors and, at times, unintentional intruders. Their sheer size and strength command respect, and their movements through the landscape are watched with a mix of admiration and caution. These gentle giants often venture into village lands in search of food and water, leading to occasional conflicts. Crops can be trampled, and sometimes precious resources are lost overnight. However, instead of responding with fear or aggression, the villagers have developed ingenious methods to mitigate these encounters, drawing on both traditional wisdom and creative problem solving. They use natural barriers, plant unpalatable crops along the edges of fields, and even employ time-honored rituals to gently guide elephants away from their homes. Using traditional techniques to deter elephants without causing harm, the people of Thengumarahada demonstrate a remarkable commitment to peaceful coexistence. Their deep respect for nature and their understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things lies at the very heart of life in this village. It is this spirit of harmony, of living alongside the wild, not in opposition to it, that makes Thengumarahada a truly extraordinary place and offers a powerful lesson for us all about the possibilities of sharing our world with the creatures that inhabit it.